Get ready, here comes At the Market with Brian Neiman. At the Market is produced by CTV and sponsored by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, St. John, Providence River District Hospital, with additional support from Bill McDonald Ford and St. Clair County Community Mental Health. Hey, welcome to another edition of At the Market. My name is Paul Dingeman. Glad you are along today. Kristen Bain was our scheduled host today to talk to our wonderful chef. She had another commitment come up, so guess what? I got to have the opportunity to come and see you again. Nice to see you. And joining me is Mr. Michael Moretz. Nice to see you,
Paul,
Michael. Welcome back
to
to At the Market.
Thank you.
You've been a guest for numbers of years.
Several
times. What do you got planned for us today?
Well, we're going to do it's the time of year that strawberries are in and some of your fresh produce are in. We're going to do a spinach salad. We want to talk a little bit healthy here. And we're going to do a spinach salad. We're going to do a chicken with some breading that's healthy also. And we're going to put that together and and we're going to show you how to make a dressing from scratch. We're going to show you how to candy some almonds to put on top of that and or pecans.
Great.
So that's where we're headed.
We'll get started with all of that right after this.
Challenge the clock. Challenge trends. Challenge gravity. Challenge expectations. Challenge world records. Challenge the culture and the future. Challenge banking. We challenge ourselves to be curious about ideas that make banking better. We're Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank.
Okay, we are excited about what you're talking to us about. Where do we begin? What do we start with?
Why don't we show you how to candy some pecans or almonds or some kind of a nut, whatever kind of nut that you want to use on the things.
And nuts are good for you.
Nuts are good for you. We're going to talk, things that are good for you to eat. And we try to eat healthy. I'm trying to lose a little weight right now. I'm going to get married and I need to get in my tux.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you. And I need to get in my tux, and so I need to lose a few pounds here, right here. The coat fits, the pants don't. So we're going to take some pecans, and we're going to put those in our pan. I've preheated the pan here a little bit. We're going to put some.
So you're just covering the bottom of it.
Yeah, you can put
a little higher.
Yep. And then we're going to take, and we're going to put a little bit of.
Top back on.
You can if you want.
I might eat
We're going to take
those.
some. Pecans are good anytime, but for the salad, it's kind of nice to candy them. So we're going to put a little bit of water in the pan.
Wow.
Yep. And then we're going to add to that, we're going to add some sugar. Now this takes a little bit of the healthiness away, but we want to candy them and give us some flavor. And we're going to do that, and we're just going to let these coat just a little bit more sugar. And if you want to stir these for a minute.
I'm good at that.
What we're going to do is we're going to try to get this down to where the water evaporates and it leaves just a candy coating on the so we'll bring this temperature up just a little bit, Paul.
Okay.
It's kind of nice to work with you. We've known each other for quite a
long time. I hate to say it, but back in the 70s, and some of these guys don't even know what the 70s were. But
yeah, we go back quite a way, so it's kind of nice to work with you again.
Yeah, nice to work with you.
So while we're candying those,
what? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. But you guys can always talk to me.
Okay, while we're candying those, we'll let the water evaporate from that. Let's talk about a dressing to put on our salad.
Okay.
This salad that I'm doing today, my favorite dressing on it's a raspberry vinaigrette.
My wife loves that one.
Yeah, this is awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out and show you how to make this from scratch. Everybody runs to the store every time they want to get a dressing, and we can do this at home if we've got the right stuff on hand. So we're going to make a batch of raspberry vinaigrette. We're going to start out with some sugar. Okay. And we're going to do equal parts here. If anybody ever wants the recipes for...
How much sugar
was that? That was 1 cup.
1 cup.
Yep. Okay. So if anybody wants recipes, they can call me.
Okay.
At Chef Mike's Catering.
Okay.
And we're going to take and add to that some red wine. I like a red wine. You could use any kind of a vinegar that you want. I like a red wine vinegar when I'm doing this recipe. So we're going to take some, and I picked up these things around the store. This is Spartan.
Right.
Red wine vinegar. And in fact, I'm displaying quite a few of the Spartan products here today.
Well,
And,
the Niemans will appreciate that, and so will Spartan.
And they carry so many things. It's amazing that we can come into the stores nowadays and get the things that we've heard talked about, but they're now available to the public. Like, we're going to talk about quinoa in a minute. That was never something that you could get. Gluten-free products, something you never could get. So we're going to add to our, how's that coating coming there?
I think it's coming good. I still got a little bit of water in here.
Okay.
But it looks like they're starting to coat pretty good.
Around. So we're going to add to this sugar one cup of red wine vinegar.
Okay.
Now we want this to kind of sit for just a little bit. We're going to stir it up a little bit.
You take that.
I can use this right here. You go ahead.
Okay.
We're going to stir that up a little bit. I'm trying to dissolve the sugar a little bit so that this comes together. I'm going to add to that. By the way, this is a recipe that I developed, oh my gosh, I don't know how many years ago, maybe when we first met. We're going to put a little bit of granular garlic in there.
Okay.
And I'm going to add to that some fresh pepper. I always like
How did you start in the food business? You were in a different business when you and I first met.
When we first met, I was running a cleaning company.
Right. And did you just like to cook and got into it?
Well, I kind of like, you help out around the church and, do a few weddings and that kind of thing. And then we bought
People said, wow, that's good.
They said that was good. And then I bought a bakery, deli, called TJ Cinnamon's. I remember that one up on the north end?
Yeah.
And that kind of, they went out of business, the company, and then we sort of turned that into a food business. We started a deli. So we started, my croutons I developed there and different things. And
Just done over here?
Yep, not quite, just a little bit more. They're coming. And what we're going to do, Paul, is we're going to turn those out on a tray. When you get those just a little more candied, we're going to turn those out onto a tray and then break them up a little bit.
Okay.
And that'll be our...
You tell me when they're done.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yep. So then we're going to take that fresh pepper, we put that in there like that. We're going to take just maybe a touch of salt, just a little bit, not much. And then we want to dissolve that together. I'm going to use a blender stick. Some people don't have these at home. You could put this in a food processor. You could, different ways you can, or you can just do it by hand with a whip. We're going to just kind of bring that together, get that sugar dissolved a little bit. To that, we're going to add, I like olive oil.
Yep.
Again, it's a better oil to use. I like olive oil, so that's what we're going to use today. We're going to take a cup of olive oil. This is 1 part, 1 part, 1 part, so it's an easy recipe. Remember, 1, 1, 1, and 1, plus your spices. And we're going to add some oil to that.
How am I doing over here?
Looking pretty good. Just another 30 seconds. By the time I get this done, you're going to be done. How's that for time?
All right, that's a T. That's the way to do it.
So we're going to blend this together.
That's certainly an easy recipe.
It is an easy recipe. 1, 1, and 1. Now, I've always used this just as my vinaigrette. But today what we're going to do, I discovered in some experimentation, I discovered that, and this dressing right here is an awesome dressing, just on a regular day. This vinaigrette is awesome. But I like to do a raspberry to it for this particular recipe.
Wow.
So I made a raspberry sauce. Now, raspberries are coming into season here shortly. You can buy raspberries frozen. You can make this anytime. And I make this, I also do cheesecakes.
Yep.
Well, this is the raspberry
Marvelous
sauce.
cheesecakes, just not cheesecakes.
Well, this is the
Marvelous.
raspberry sauce that I use with my white chocolate raspberry. So I brought some of this along. We don't have time to go through and make this, but you just take raspberries, bring them to a boil on the stove, add some sugar, a little cornstarch, and you've got a raspberry sauce. So we're going to add to our vinaigrette dressing. We're going to add some raspberry sauce. This is pre-sweetened, so that helps a little bit. We're just going to add that to the recipe, and then we're going to puree that into the... We're going to puree that in there, just like that. Now, like I say, you can do this with a hand whip or a spoon or something. This
How am I
really
doing
works.
over here?
That's done. You can shut the heat off.
Shut the heat off?
Yep.
Okay, I can handle that.
Okay,
You got the
then we
heat
got-
on the other one, too.
Yeah. Now we're going to use this for chicken in a minute.
Okay.
So, now let's take these and put these out on a parchment paper or something like that. We don't want them to stick together, so we're going to spread them out.
Looks beautiful.
It smells good too, doesn't it?
It smells wonderful.
Awesome. So we're going to, there's our candied pecans.
Okay.
Now, you go in some of these malls and stuff and you smell them making
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can do
That's
the
what
same
they
thing.
did.
Yeah, you just take some water and you do that. You can do this at home. Add a little cinnamon, you get all that aroma and going in the house, and you can flavor your nuts that you're candy, and you can flavor them. You can do the same thing they do at the mall, and they charge you a lot of money for it.
That's right.
So we've got this done now. I'm going to.
Mike, you are working also full-time at the St. Clair County Community Mental Health, along with Chef
Jim and Chef TJ. Yep.
In the galley there.
Yeah,
great place.
We have a program there for the challenge. We try to rehabilitate, get them back in the market. It's fun. It's challenging, but it's fun.
Right.
Yeah, I've been there about 4 years now. Maybe going on the 5th year, and I'm enjoying that.
But in addition to that, you have your own catering business and the cheesecakes. You're a busy guy. And then you're adding a marriage to it.
I'm going to get married. There's our raspberry vinegar. If you want to just taste that, see if we made it. And it's going to be okay. Like that?
That's good. That's good.
So we'll set that off to the side. We're going to come back and we'll put that on our salad when we get salad.
Okay. I don't know where you want to put that.
That's fine right there.
Right there.
Get rid of that. All right. So now we need a chicken to go on top of this. So we're going to talk about a chicken that's coated with some healthy things.
Good.
Quinoa is a grain that is gluten. That's quinoa.
Okay.
It's being talked about more and more. It's high in protein. You could use this and replace your proteins. And
really?
It's high in protein.
Is it a plant or what is it?
It's a seed. It's a grain. It's
grain?
a grain. Yep. And so we're going to use that today, along with a little bit of Italian seasoning, breadcrumb seasoning. We're going to coat our chicken with that, and we're going to pan sear that.
Okay.
So we want to get that started?
Let's get started on that.
All right. Let's try that.
I turned this one big burner off.
Let's turn it back on.
Turn it back on.
Yeah. I think I like that burner better than I like the other one.
Okay.
So we'll come over here.
Turn this one off?
Yeah, you can turn that off.
Turn that off. See, I am handy here. I'm real handy in the kitchen.
You are doing
I know
awesome.
how to turn the oven on and turn it off.
Now, quinoa has to be cooked a little bit like rice, so we don't have time to do that. So I used a tri-colored quinoa.
Okay.
It comes in orange, it comes different colors, but I used this. We're going to take this and we're going to put it doesn't take long to cook it. It cooks really quick at probably 5 or 6 minutes. You can almost put boiling water over it and it'd be done with it, and then you drain it off and cool it a little bit.
So instead of putting a breading of some kind or deep frying it,
so this will give us a coating that's totally healthy too. Okay. We're going to add to that just a little bit of, I've got a seasoned bread right here.
Right here?
Yep. I've got a Italian seasoned breadcrumb. Again, I picked it up here in the store. So this is give you a little flavor. It's going to give us some seasoning. If you're gluten-free, we can now get gluten-free products for those people who want a breaded item and still be gluten-free. So this is a gluten-free breadcrumb. This is gluten-free also. So if we use the combination of the two, we've got a gluten-free breaded chicken.
Certainly that is really mushroomed, doesn't it?
Yes, that's mushroomed a lot. In my catering, I almost have to anymore. I have to have some, on every party, I have to have some gluten-free product with me. So I like to be able to coat it like everybody else is, so I have to have these products on hand. Right. So we're going to take that right there, and that's our coating.
Okay.
Now, there's different ways to coat chicken or any kind of a meat that pork or whatever you're going to do. There's different kinds of ways to do that. You can dip it in egg and flour and all kinds of stuff, and then in your coating.
I've seen that.
Yep. So what I did today to give us a little more seasoning, I marinated my chicken breast in an Italian dressing. Okay. And so I've already got my oil on here, and it's going to coat up pretty good. So we're going to take that marinated. You can put it in the refrigerator for 3 or 4 hours or overnight and marinate your chicken. We're going to turn this up just a little bit, Paul. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in our pan so this doesn't stick.
I can move that around. I'm good at that.
We're going to take this marinated chicken breast and we're going to just dip it. Let's get the heat up on that. And we're just going to dip that in that.
It smells good already.
Yeah, it's going to be. This is pretty awesome. And it's got a little bit of color to it.
Yeah.
And we're going to put that in the pan. Heat's coming up on it pretty good right now. So would have liked it a little bit hotter, but we're going to take these chicken breasts.
Those are nice sized chicken breasts.
These
they aren't too big.
This is a chicken tender.
Okay.
So you can buy chicken tenders, become fairly popular also. It's about a 4-ounce portion, so it's really a nice serving to put on a salad. And there's our coated chicken.
Great. And how long will this take? 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
This probably, we're going to bring the temperature up on that. We're probably going to, we'll sear it on the outside and then we'll cook it. While this is cooking, we can come over here. We maybe want to take a break while this is done, but we'll come back and we'll put our salad together.
Okay.
By the time the chicken's done, we'll have our salad ready.
We'll be back with more of the chicken in just a second.
At St. John Providence, we believe it's important to have things you can depend on. Like knowing you and your family have access to high-quality care whenever you need it. That's why our nearly 1,000 primary care doctors offer same-day appointments, and why so many of them are available nights and weekends, which means that no matter where you are in Southeast Michigan, you're never far from care that focuses on the entire person, body, mind, and spirit. St. John Providence. Believe in better.
Hey, we're back with the famous Mike Moretz from Moretz Catering and St. Clair County Community Mental Health Galley.
You got it all in there.
Got it in. Got it in. This is coming great, this chicken.
Chicken's
the
looking
aroma from it is wonderful. I can't wait to take a bite.
We're going to do that just shortly.
Okay.
But we want to make a nice salad to serve that with. And so a fairly popular salad on my list of salads that I do is a spinach salad.
Oh, okay.
And so we're going to do that. Spinach, lots of nutrition in spinach. We're finding the newest thing out now is kale. Everybody wants kale in their salad. So things evolve, you know, over the years. And right now, spinach is popular, kale is popular. And so I like spinach. Kale's a little chewier, and you know, it's a little. Spinach is one of my favorites. So we're going to do a spinach salad for our salad
nice
tonight.
And green.
And so we got some fresh spinach here, and we're going to just kind of put this on our tray, and we're going to make a nice spinach salad.
You want me to turn this at all?
Yeah, you could turn that over if you want.
Oops, some of the
coating come off.
Well, I think maybe our pan's a little dry, maybe.
Okay, we can put a little more oil in it if we want. Just add a little oil to keep that from. Turn the heat down a little bit.
Okay. I might be getting good at this.
You're going to be my assistant here shortly.
Yeah, that'd be dangerous.
I got a big dinner Thursday night. You want to come and help me?
That'd be for the Quota Club.
Yeah.
Well,
theirs is tomorrow.
Theirs is tomorrow?
Theirs is tomorrow.
And there's a group that does some great work in the Blue Water area.
They are.
Yep.
You get to know some of these organizations, you find out what they're all about, and it's amazing what some of them do, you know. And yeah, they give away a lot of stuff. Really good.
So you got a big red onion there. Why do you use red onion?
I like red onion for eating onion. Vidalias are in right now. You can get a Vidalia, a little bit stronger onion. I like green onions. I like red onions for eating. I cook with the white onions.
Okay.
So I like a red onion. We're going to take this and we're just going to julienne this up a little bit.
Wow.
Nice little julienne cut. And we're going to put that on our salad. So we start out with our spinach base, right?
Right.
And we're going to put some red onion on there.
All right. Not too much, though.
No, not too much. Well, and one thing I like, I had some volunteer help the other day working on the Sons Ministry dinner, and I said, peel these onions. When I walked away and I come back and they were diced really small. Well, I like to use pieces that are big enough that people, if they don't want it, they can kind of pull it out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way I do.
Good point.
So that's why we do that. So we're going to put a little red onion on there and do that. We're also going to put some
the strawberries look great.
Fresh strawberries.
They're coming in right now.
They're coming in right now. So we're going to take some strawberries. I've already rinsed all this fruit, by the way. I suggest that you rinse the products that are that you're buying. I've already rinsed these other produce that we're going to do, and then you don't want a lot of germs and stuff on your stuff. So yeah, I suggest you rinse your item. We're just going to take these and we're just going to make a nice cut on these like this.
Amazing how you guys cut with those knives and there's no blood on the counter.
Blood's not good. Paul, blood is not good. Not in a salad. So we're going to take them, we're going to put some strawberries on. This is starting to look really pretty too. And that's a bad strawberry. Let's put another one on there. And we're just going to put that on there like that. Now, I like to take a little bit of apple, and I had the towel laying here someplace.
I think it's underneath there.
I got it right here.
I'll turn my fellow friend here
I like
again.
to put a little bit of apple on mine. So we're going to take this apple and we're going to really fine cut this. I don't want, you know, you can do it in chunks or something, but I want what they call a bayonet cut. It's real thin. So we're going to take this and we're just going to...
using the front of the blade as opposed to a little bit of the other part.
Yep. It's called a bayonet cut. And just real fine cut like that. You can also buy, you know, these... the things that... we do most of ours by hand. We don't use too much of the equipment thing. But we're going to take a little bit of this apple, slivered apple, and we're going to add that to our salad. Again, just something small. Okay.
Boy, it's looking beautiful.
Like that. And then I use a mandarin orange. Or you can make, I thought today we'd show you how to get an orange right from, you know, you might have an orange around the house. Say, well, what can I use this for? So I'm going to show you how to do an orange today versus opening a can of mandarins.
Okay.
We're just going to peel this real quick.
Look at that. Look at that. What an easy way to do that.
It takes a little practice sometimes to do this, but peeling an orange doesn't have to take all day. Sometimes they're really hard to peel, but you do it like that, and you've got an orange all done. So then we're just going to segment it like that, and we're going to add orange to our...
How many people would this feed?
This is probably going to be a 6-people salad here. You know, nice servings. We do this in great big platters for 50 to 100. So that's how we can do it. For a demo, let's just do the one orange. All right. And then I like to put on mine, I like cherries.
Cherries?
Nope, these are dried cherries. I like some cherries. Michigan cherry salad, you can, you know, you get the cherries on that. And then, now remember, we did something over here. We candied some these nuts. And so we're going to see if we can get those off. I usually use a parchment paper to put these on. They don't stick quite as bad, but we're going to take that candied pecan and we're going to put that on there. Break those loose from the cardboard. If you got parchment paper, that's probably a better thing.
I did that wrong.
What's that?
I put that on the
cardboard. That's what I gave you. So we've got the candied almonds on there, and then we're going to add some.
I'll take one off.
Now, another thing that I do for all of my, I do most of my stuff from scratch. So if you get croutons from me, they are homemade.
Homemade?
I don't buy croutons. If you want to take time, I can show you how to make croutons. You can all pick these up in the store anymore. You can get all kinds of flavors. This is a fat-free, so again, we can buy stuff that's not going to add a lot of fat to our diet.
Isn't it?
It is amazing. But this is a crouton that we make in the shop.
I think my chickens are done.
You want to taste one of those, you can do that. Chicken looks like it's coming along really well. So we've got all of our ingredients on there. Now we're just going to take and we're going to take our raspberry vinaigrette. We're going to take our raspberry vinaigrette that we made a few minutes ago. Stir that up, and we're just going to add that to our salad. Like that.
There you go.
Now we're not quite done yet.
We can add the chicken.
We're going to add chicken, but we're going to put some feta cheese on top.
All right, all right.
I like feta. You could do blue cheese crumbles on here. I like the feta. Adds a nice touch to our salad.
It's certainly simple, and it's not an expensive kind of a meal.
No, this is a really simple meal. It's healthy, and then we've got our chicken that we're going to. Let's plate this up.
All right.
And we'll give it a sample.
We'll give it a sample. We've got Thelma Castillo from the Blue Water Chamber of Commerce coming up to talk to us. And why don't we do that right now? We'll take a break, come back with Thelma, then we'll serve up the food.
Mr. Mack, our great prices have sold us out of inventory.
Don't worry, Kathy. I sent Max to the factory to get us more.
Max did it! He got us everything we need!
Yay! For the best selection and best prices every day, come to Bill McDonald Ford.
AZ Plan customers lease a new Ford Focus SE, only $129 per month with $547 cash due at signing.
We're back, and we're back with a community guest here on At the Market on this Monday afternoon of recording. Thelma Castillo, right?
Yep,
Nice
that's right,
meet
Paul.
You. Nice to officially meet you. You are with a wonderful organization called the Blue Water Chamber of Commerce. Talk to me about what the Blue Water Chamber is. We know there's a Marine City, we know there's a St. Clair Chamber, but you seem to be a little bigger, broader kind of a organization.
We are a little bigger. We're more regional in scope.
Yeah, right.
We do a lot more events for the region in terms of advocacy, lunch and learns, golf outing, leadership programs. We kind of encompass a little bit of St. Clair and Marine City as well. And through my leadership, actually I've been working with St. Clair and Marine City.
Oh, good.
I have over 18 years of experience in chamber work, so kind of my expertise and knowledge is able to help all of us grow, and that's my contribution to the area, and that's my goal, to make sure that we're all working together to grow all the businesses in the area.
So give me the emphasis of a chamber. Maybe the general public doesn't understand what a chamber does, is it?
Yeah, we're here to really help the business community.
Business
Community in terms of the types of resources, the tools, the access, the networking, to really help them grow and meet people. And that's what we are. We are the connector. That's how I always see the Chamber of Commerce.
Are you helping them to find customers, or are you helping them to find other sources among businesses? Like one
both.
supplier to another supplier?
Absolutely, we do both of that. We try to connect some of our larger companies with smaller companies, might want to mentor companies, maybe not as many years of experience, or also just bring customers to their door. Now again, you can't become a chamber member and expect business to grow overnight. But the more visible you are, the more opportunities you get to be in the community, more people get to know you, and they'll say, oh, maybe I should try that business. Maybe I should have them come in the door.
I know a number of years ago they used to offer insurance. Is that still?
We still offer an insurance through the Blue Cross Blue Shield program.
That's an incentive.
Yes, it is an incentive, and we also try to have other programs as well that provides a discount to our members for, like Office Depot. You go and get your products. Everyone needs supplies. And you get them, and you get a lot of those supplies for 40% off.
Oh my God!
You just have to be a chamber member, and you have to go online and do that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of resources out there. We're trying to get the word out a little bit more in terms of about what we have to offer.
You always have a big annual dinner in January, or luncheon in January or February with the state of the county.
Yes, we do.
And that's sort of important to everybody, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's really about knowing the economics of the region, where we stand as a community, and where we need to grow. And so it's a very big event. Usually in February we do it with Bill Kaufman, and it's a really nice event, so people can really come out and see how we're doing, how we're growing, and we're really excited about the potential for the future.
How can the general citizen help the chambers?
Well, first of all, we have some public events that we invite all the public to come and here talk to your legislator, your senator.
All right.
Get involved. Let them know what the problems are that you're facing. Because again, you don't even have to be a chamber member to do that. Also, if you do have a business and you're looking to grow and you want some guidance, check us out. We're at the McMorran Boulevard, 512, and our phone number is 810-985-7101.
And that's just down in that downtown Port Huron that's booming.
Absolutely. Not just booming, but really it is growing.
Yeah, and helicopters are coming down.
Exactly. Hey, they wanted to make it like a movie. But there is a lot of potential going on down there.
Anything particular coming up in the months of June, July, and August that we should be aware
Well,
of?
we always have business after 5. We actually have one this Thursday at the Gray Fox.
Okay.
Really excited about that. Actually on a ship.
On a boat, yeah.
Yep. Next month is Goodfellas, and one after that is Rockin' the River. It's always on the second Thursday of the month. We have our golf outing coming up at the end of this month, and so we hope to see people there as well at the Black River Golf Course.
Right. Thelma, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you. Do I get to try any of this great food?
You get to try some of the food now, and you said you know Mike from
Yes.
Quota Club. You remember Quota Club?
Yes, I am.
What a great organization
They
that
are.
is.
They are wonderful, providing a lot of things for this community.
What is the emphasis of Quota? I think I know, but
It's to give back, but also to help the people that have hearing impairment, so they can get hearing aids. And
I know over the years they've helped students in East China School District who had a need for hearing aids or hearing assistance. And that's wonderful.
It's the young people and the older people.
Isn't that wonderful?
And we just put some new infrastructure in the McMorran Place.
Oh, really?
As well as the convention center, so those who have hard time hearing can actually pick up the sound.
Wow.
So we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that is great. That's a great
Yes.
project. Quota Club. Thelma Castillo from the Blue Water Chamber of Commerce. We'll be back in just a second with the wrap up on the chicken, and we'll do that in a minute.
Sometimes asking for help is the hardest thing you can do, but it is the most important step toward recovery. St. Clair County Community Mental Health provides publicly funded mental health services for adults and children with mental illnesses, developmental disabilities, substance use disorders, or serious emotional disturbances. Call the Access Line toll-free at 888-225-4447, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. St. Clair County Community Mental Health, promoting opportunities for discovery and recovery.
We're back with our friend Mr. Mike Moretz, Chef Mike Moretz from Moretz Catering, St. Clair County Community Mental Health Galley.
The galley.
Boy, it looks wonderful. You're ready to plate, huh?
We're ready to plate. We got a sample list. Chicken, you finished that off.
Oh,
nicely.
it looks great.
You did a great job on that. So let's get ready to serve this to some of our friends here that are watching.
The crew comes here for free, for pay. They don't pay. I don't pay them. They just eat.
So we'll work for food.
No, they get a little cash.
Okay, so we've got our salad. We're gonna just plate this up. It does look good, doesn't it? I hate to even tear it apart. I mean, it's just. So we're gonna do that. We'll put a little bit of that on there.
Okay.
We're gonna take a chicken breast.
All right.
You did a nice job on that.
Thank
Paul.
you. Those look good.
You can come to work for me anytime.
All right, we'll do that.
And we're just gonna take this and we're just gonna kind of do that. And we'll put a few pieces of chicken right on the plate.
That looks beautiful.
And we'll see what you
Hold
think.
that up there. Whoop, whoop. We're gonna get my finger on that.
We'll plate up a couple more. We got your guest that was just on with you. We'll let her sample this.
It's marvelous. I love the flavor. Okay, what was the outside?
That was we had a little bit of Italian seasoning with quinoa.
Quinoa. That's really good.
So yeah, it's a nice healthy meal for a summer evening. Mm-hmm. Sit out on the patio with the sun shining, and we'll have our guest come over.
Well, thank you.
You are welcome.
Michael, we thank you much for coming.
Thank you.
You did a great job as always.
I appreciate you having me down. It's always fun.
Coming up next week on At the Market, our host will be Todd May from the Sweet Tooth. Todd will be our host next week, and the Roadhouse from down in Fairhaven will be our restaurant. So if you can make it out, we record on Monday afternoons at 3:30 here in the Neiman's Family Market in the bagel shop. Love to have you stop by. You can sample some of this wonderful food. And until then, Paul Dingeman, see you soon. Great.
At the Market was produced before a live audience at Neiman's Family Market. At the Market is produced by CTV and sponsored by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, St. John Providence River District Hospital, with additional support from Bill McDonald Board and St. Clair County Community Mental Health.